What's up, guys and gals? It's the Tyrant here, and today I'm going to be fulfilling another one of your Halo exploration requests. This is a fun one. So a lot of you requested that I explore the outside of the Maw, more specifically the Pillar of Autumn. Now what's really cool about this is there's actually several places in this mission where you can potentially get outside the ship. Now, of course, once again, we're going to have to roll up those mod sleeves to do this really well and to be able to cover everything that we want to really cover. So I did two things here. First off, I turned off fall damage, and the second thing I did was enable wall running. No, this is not wall running in the Titanfall sense. The sole reason that wall running even exists in the original Halo Combat Evolved is to accommodate the Flood infection form. So today, there's one for Hidden Xperia. So first off, obviously the first place where you can quote-unquote escape the Pillar of Autumn is right at the beginning. You start right at an escape hatch, and so what we're going to do is simply just walk outside, and as you can see, we can easily just walk on the wall if we want to, and we can also drop down. And it's quite a ways down there. If you look, it's so majestically large that we've just got to check this out. So as you can see, when we move down to the bottom, this is actually like a two-tier process, because first we have to move down the side of the Pillar of Autumn and then down the side of the hill. Unlike the mission Halo, apparently you can't actually move out very far. This is actually the edge of the map right here, so you can't go out very far, but you can go pretty far down. And if you look up, it's not the Pillar of Autumn. It's basically just like a piece of it. It looks like kind of the front of a castle, sort of. It's really interesting how they pulled that off in the cinematic, where when you're approaching the Pillar of Autumn in the Banshee, and then it sort of fades out and fades back in from the inside of it. That's a pretty tricky transition right there, and I like it. So this is what the first part of the mission looks like, but what about the others? Because we're not done yet. So the second point in the mission where you can get outside is when 343 Guilty Spark stops the countdown timer and the Sentinels try to kill you. They all hover around the bridge and they start shooting at the glass. So after the cutscene's done and it's just you and the Sentinels, it's pretty easy to do from here. Just go ahead and take out the Sentinels with whichever weapons that you have. And at this point, once you are done with that, you can descend to the bottom of the area. We can actually get outside of the Pillar of Autumn itself. Now, this one I'm particularly interested in because I'm thinking that it's going to be at least the shape of the front of the ship. Because if you remember, at the beginning of the mission Pillar of Autumn, when it sort of zooms in on the Pillar of Autumn itself, it actually goes from the ship to the interior. So I'm wondering what we'll see outside of here. But once we do get outside, as you can see, if we look up, it's just the front part of the ship, but it does look pretty sweet. It's just the front part of the ship. The back is nowhere to be seen. And so we're going to try to not only get up here, but actually climb on top of it as well. One of the things that you're going to notice here is when we can actually get up top, there's a ceiling. You can't actually get on top of the ship itself, which is kind of lame, but it's okay because once you get down to where the bridge actually is, you can get on top of that section. Now, for those of you wondering why I'm running so fast, in addition to the wall running and the being immune to fall damage, I also sped up the crouch walk, so that when I crouch and walk, I'm actually going faster than a Warthog. This is basically so that we can get around this map quickly, so that you're not sitting there at your computer for like 10 minutes trying to watch me get from point A to point B. So that's what this looks like. It's pretty cool. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to get back inside just because of how angular the front of the ship is, but yet that's what the front of the ship looks like on the Maw, and there's nothing behind it, so it's just that. But we're still not done yet because there is another place where we can still get out, and of course that is towards the end of the mission when you're doing the Warthog run. So there's two separate places here that we're going to try. First is right at the beginning. We're just going to run up the wall and see if we can actually get a glimpse of what the full area looks like just from up top. And if we're traveling on the side here, we can actually get on top of the ship at this point, sort of. There's really nothing to see on the side, but if we keep going down, we still can't see the rest of the Warthog run. It has to load first. We actually have to go into the tunnel for it to load, similar to the tunnel in the mission Halo. Kind of like how if we get on top of the mountains, we can't see the other side of the area because we actually have to go through the tunnel part first. Same deal here. So again, we're still not done yet, and yes, I'm running the clock down at the same time, and all I've been doing here is, instead of taking the Warthog, which Cortana is begging me to get back inside, I'm just using the crouch super run here to get through the mission. And so the next part that we're going to check out is the Pelican area. We're going to see where Foehammer goes. I think General Kidd covered this a little bit. There's basically two things here. You can actually have a modded version where if you manage to catch Foehammer, then you can go and have this little extra fun area. But here, all that happens is that she disappears on the other side. General Kidd's already covered this part, so we're just going to explore the bottom part and see if there's anything outside of this area. And what I've noticed about this particular area here is it reminds me a lot of the multiplayer map Boarding Action, because you essentially have two large slabs, and then you have a bridge that sort of interconnects. There's no bridge on Boarding Action, obviously, but I can see where there may have been inspiration taken from this to create that map, which I think is really, really cool. And so, of course, to finish this off, I'm going to see if I can beat the countdown timer and get to the hangar, get to that longsword fighter before the countdown timer reaches 0. And it looks like we made it. Perfect. So that is what the outside of the mall looks like. We took a look from 4 different places, and it was a lot of fun to do, and I want to thank each and every one of you for suggesting it, and I want you to let me know in the comments below what you would like to see me explore next. What did you think of this particular exploration video? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, or please feel free to hit me up on Twitter at MythicTyrant. A link to my Twitter feed can be found in the description below, and I want to take the moment to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy day to sit down and watch this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing for more great content right here on MythicTyrant.com. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. I'll catch you all right back here next time. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.